Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, like always, I would like to say call halayim, like Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaf, Badash. I would like to give double honors to the elder apostles, that great millstone, the men that I learned the truth from. And I would like to say shalom, Waburakim, Labakayim, Shah, Yasha, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, sincerely waiting and enduring until the return of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach to deliver us out of this last captivity. This is another segment of the last days, because we're truly in the last of the last days. But I'm gonna title this one, if it's on CNN, it's controlled. Okay, basically saying that we know that the CNN news station and company and whatever you want to call it, the whole conglomerate of CNN is owned and controlled by the Khazar Jews. Okay, these Jewish people that call themselves Jews who are not Jews according to the Bible. The real Jews are you so-called African Americans over here in America, and the remnants of you on the west coast of Africa, and the rest of you that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. You make up the tribe of Judah, which will make you a Jew. But then you have the rest of the 11 other tribes, which consist of the so-called Hispanics, Native American Indians, Colombians, Dominicans, Haitians, so forth and so on. So with that being said, brothers have already touched on it. Many brothers have already touched on the situation that recently happened with these so-called white kids, these Edomite kids. And when I say Edomite, that's the biblical nationality of you so-called white people. You are the devil that the Bible speaks of, the true enemy of the nation of Israel, God's chosen people. You had this instance where these Edomite kids that the prophecies are coming to pass. He sees that the nation of Israel is finally waking up to who they are, and he's scared of the Most High, and he knows what the Most High is going to do to him. So he's not going to put the Hebrew Israelites on his news without him controlling it, because he has to find a way to shut us up. He has to find a way to try to demonize us and have the rest of these zombies out here that don't know what the hell going on to come against us. Because these everyday average American citizens, they believe everything that they see on the TV, hear on the news, and hear on the radio. They just believe what they don't do any real research. Everything that questions their false reality is called a conspiracy, and they're just zombies. They're bred zombies by the American society. So this whole instance, which the inspiration for this video is I watched one of the brother in South Carolina video, basically bringing out how those guys, the HOI Hebrew Israelites, that's the name. They come from the HOI camp. They basically, not even a whole month ago, they were doing a video about how they were at a shooting gun range, and how the Hebrew Israelites should practice, pick up guns and practice getting ready for war. And that's not the mind state to be in. That's not what we teach over here at GMS. That's not what the elders of GMS teach us to teach. Because the scriptures say that our weapons are not carnal, but spiritual, mighty and powerful through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We don't, it's the sword, the gun, all these carnal weapons was the blessing of Esau. It wasn't the blessing of Jacob. Okay, that's why you see the so-called white man with drones and laser guns and all this high technology when he goes to war, because he was blessed with the sword to use it. We weren't blessed with the sword. We were blessed with Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, and that's all we need to overcome. Okay, so that's one negative sign about that group. Now, for them to be teaching out there in Washington D.C. amongst the rally of Edomite kids, and just that whole thing with a Native American guy, and you can just see it was set up, okay? But even if you don't believe it's set up, you should already know that CNN is controlled news. They don't put anything on that news. Why would, if you was ruling in, if you knew you was poisoning the air, poisoning the food, you had people living in a debt system, believing in the Federal Reserve note to believe that was real money. You know, you own the Federal Reserve System. Why would you put anything real about what you were doing on your news? Everything that's on CNN, yes, it's actual events that happen, but it's false and it's fabricated and it's lies. Being, you may have a school shooting. A lot of times those school shootings might not even really happen. It might have been actors. Nobody really even got shot. Or in the other case, people may have got shot, but the guy that did the shooting, he was under MK Ultra, and they brainwashed him to do it, you know, to further their agenda of getting rid of the guns, because once they get rid of the guns, then they're able to easily get control of the population. You know, these are just some instances where they put in their news certain things that aren't all the way true. Yeah, it's events that happen, but they fabricate certain things. Now, with this certain situation, they're doing this because they want to come against us, the Hebrew Israelites, because we're the chosen of the Most High. They know what they done to us. They had us in slavery. They see that we're now coming back to our nationality. So they have to demonize the truth by calling us black Hebrew Israelites, by showing the clips of these guys just calling these Edomite kids incest babies, and just yelling stuff out the top of their lungs. No real edification, not really breaking down the scripture. Not really talking, you know, not really breaking it down the right way. So they really on control, man. And anything that comes on CNN, this is what brothers, man. I can give a fuck about, you know, for anybody else. This is what brothers. If you see anything on CNN, just know that it's controlled. You know, they're not gonna show anything on CNN that they don't have any control. You know, set that whole event up. Okay, whether it goes to Bill Cosby with women raping, or whether it goes to R. Kelly having a sex basement, or a cult, sex cult. It may be all controlled news. You people brainwashed into believe what they spew out, and you people easily believe it. R. Kelly got a sex cult, but then when you actually dig and do some research, you find out that there's recent videos of these girls chilling with R. Kelly all together, smiling at his concert. You know what I'm saying? With the rest of his fans, like, but yet they're supposed to be kidnapping and all, you know. But you people eat up what you want to do. Esau has been doing this for decades now. He's been putting things in his media, to little things, to see if you will grab hold to it and believe it. Okay? What the biggest one that he did so far was 9/11. Oh, our towers got knocked down, and guess who did it? The Taliban. Those Arabs, they knocked down our towers. Now we got to go to war, and you people just believe it. Why? Because the news said it. You didn't see Rich, their nationality. They come from the seed of Ishmael. They're Ishmaelite. You didn't see an Arab going to a plane. You know what I'm saying? And say, oh, I'm finna destroy the Twin Towers because this is for Allah and this is for my people. No, that was set up, okay, to further their agenda to go to war, to take over the resources over there in the Middle East, to put up their puppet leaders over there in the Middle East. But what did you people say? You didn't question that. You just went along right with it. Oh yeah, the Taliban knocked down our towers. Why are you saying that? Because the news said it. You ain't dug and did no research. You know, everything that these guys put in the news, these men that control this whole society, you so-called white people, you Edomites, the devil that the Bible speaks of, is controlled, okay? It's controlled, okay? They're not going to put anything on their news that's not controlled, okay? So this whole thing with the Israelites screaming at these so-called white kids and bashing them, which that's rightly deserved, because we don't give a fuck about you damn Edomites. We don't give a fuck about your babies. We don't give a fuck about your old 70-year-old, 80-year-old grandma, granddaddy. We don't give a fuck, because you didn't give a fuck about our people. You didn't give a fuck during the Jim Crow era when you sick dogs on our ancestors, when you sprayed them with water hoses, when you lynched them while they was walking home from school on a dirt road, while you raped our little 12-year-old sisters and nieces while they were walking home from school and left them there to die with your semen in them, okay? You didn't give a fuck when you had little babies picking cotton, okay? So we don't give a fuck about you. So in that, and you know, so who gives a fuck about how y'all feel, you know? But at the end of the day, I ain't really bring out no scriptures or nothing like that. This is just my, just me